Joining me is estate management attorney Ann-Margaret Carrozza. Now, one of the focuses in her practice is estate management, which includes post and prenuptial agreements. So I got a lot of questions for you. Now, first off, is a postnuptial agreement a reasonable thing to do?
Absolutely. I encourage everyone to at least think about it.
Why?
A postnuptial agreement can be used to deal with problems within a relationship. Yes, we deal with exit rules, who gets what in the event of a divorce, but the postnuptial agreement provides a framework where a couple can collaborate in a positive method to deal with problems.
Well, now, okay, talk about this from a legal standpoint, and I'm going to talk about it from a psychological standpoint, relationship standpoint. Couple's going along, everything's fine, and husband or wife comes home one day and says, by the way, I would like to talk about how we're going to divide things up in the event we get a divorce. Their partner's going to say, what the hell? What are you talking about? That's not going to go over well over dinner.
Absolutely not. It should never come up in a negative fashion.
Well, how do you bring that up in a positive fashion?
Well, often we can blame it on the attorney. So within the context of doing normal estate planning, when I have a husband and wife doing a will, I bring up the 800-pound gorilla in the room. What happens upon the death of one of you and the other one remarries and maybe all of the assets are lost to the new spouse? So I bring it up, would you consider a postnuptial agreement whereby you each agree in the event of a future remarriage to enter into a prenuptial agreement to protect assets?
Yeah, getting that by my wife would be like trying to smuggle sunrise by a rooster.
We can also do it in the context of New Year's resolutions. So a New Year's resolution, that's where we put something in writing. Putting something in writing reduces faulty recollections and faulty expectations. So in my New Year's resolutions, I make promises to myself. I also want to make promises to my partner in the context of a postnuptial agreement. I recognize X, Y, and Z bothers you. I proactively and affirmatively agree not to park the car in a place where it's going to annoy you or do any of the number of things that annoy my husband. But if it's coming from me proactively, I think it inspires him to say, okay, well, I'm not going to do A, B, and C because I know that bothers you. At its essence, a postnuptial agreement is an exchange of written promises.